That definitely looks like a bad capacitor. Put my meter on here. And when you check this with the meter, it says it's an open circuit. There's nothing there. Prior to doing this, you should always, I already did this, but you should always take a screwdriver, put it across the capacitor like so, and if it is charged, what it will do is it'll create a spark, but this basically is discharging it. But there's definitely nothing there. See, zap, zap, nope, nothing. Anyway, put that aside. If you look inside here, you can also see what looks like almost like battery acid. It's not battery acid, but that's usually an indication of a bad capacitor. This is my new one. Now, I don't know how good of a test this is on a new one, but when I do the same test on here, you can see that it did actually open on the meter. The meter registered something. I think this capacitor might be out of range for my meter. And you can see that did change. We know that capacitor is definitely not an open capacitor. But that's using the diode setting. This thing is really more for electronics, not electrical, like with 120 volts AC and the higher, currents. So I'm not certain that that's a good test with this meter. But if you don't have this setting on your meter, you can bring this up to the highest setting on your ohms for resistance, and you should get a reading through there too. But again, these are not good tests. This basically says there's something there, and as you can see, the meter changes, and that says negative, which means right now it's discharging. That's kind of an indication that it's a good capacitor. That, by the way, is also how you find negative versus positive. If I flip this around, we should get a positive voltage. Let's see. And now it's going to make a liar out of me. That should actually solve our problem. Now, when connecting these, normally you want to make sure you do it correctly, negative versus positive. But it doesn't really matter whether this is AC. If it were a DC circuit, it would matter. I'm just going to put this in here. And all right. And this here is the part number for the capacitor. I'll show at the end here. I'll probably drop down some links in the bottom for the suppliers on these. Okay, so this is test 1, or actually test 2. I already tested this, and now that I got the capacitor in, if I plug this in, you can see, whoop, it does spin. So that capacitor was definitely bad. We got a new one in there. That should fix the problem there. Now it's just a matter of putting this all back together. Okay. So this clamp just goes right back on here. And okay, now time for the agitator. Right over here. They called these things dog something or other. I don't remember. Dog ears. I don't know. But there's your part number, at least for this particular model. Now, basically all you do here is you just have to, supposed to just slide this up. Hopefully I don't break it because I didn't order the full kit, because all of this was still intact. I mean, that's only plastic. Just have to pry that a little there. Yep, there she goes. She's coming up. All right. Now, and basically all you do is you just remove your dog ears. And you can see right here, there's like a little 1, 2, 3 little pieces that are supposed to grab onto the inside. And just match those up the way they came out. And then we just take our little plastic piece here, which is going to hold them in, line that up. You know, I turned it a couple of times. I don't think that should make a difference, but... And these here, we'll just hold that into place. And there we go. Now I can tip it upside down and they should stay in. And we put this back in. Move over. Now, okay. That's an extra part. No, it isn't. I gotta take it apart again, because that has to go back in. And besides, I just realized I didn't even put the screw back in. Getting a little ahead of myself here. All right, I don't know how many times you get to see this taken off, but don't break. Thank you. This piece here. Put that in. Okay, now we're ready to put her back together. All right. Yep, that's good. And now that screw. I'm just kind of moving the rubber gasket up a little bit. Because I know this was, I don't know how we're going to get that down there. Let's see. And, yep, I got it. Not. Feels like it's going. Son of a gun, the whole thing's spinning now. All right. Nope. All right. All right. Well, that tells me that this thing does spin freely for some reason. Must have been the cycle that it was in before that it was locked out. Now I just want to make sure we line this up first. And okay, that's in. All right. That's in there. Now I gotta get those clips in. I think I was supposed to put the top clip in first. I might have to pull this apart again. Okay, you don't have to pull it apart. Holds that one in. Now see if we can get down to the bottom. All right, she's in. And I think what I'm gonna do, just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna plug this back in, make sure there's no strange noises while I still got her apart, because my next step is to put the interlock in. All right. Just make sure there's no weird noises. It would help if I turned it on, I guess. What the fuck? Unless I had the wrong plug. Should have done it. Why didn't that go on? Well, I think I know why. I'm probably in a different cycle. I hope. Or we got a bad timer. Alright, no weird noises. Let's see what... That's a clip to hold that cable in. Yep, that's what it is. And the other one is right there. Alright, I think if I just take that out, I might be able to slide her through. Just the ground. You're not gonna be able to slide that through now that I think about it. The whole switch is in the way. I mean, yeah, you can. Slide right up there and she's out. That's the old one. And this here is your new one. You see there's a lot more to it than what was left of this old one. That's quite the difference. Not much left of that. I'm gonna need that later. Alrighty. Anybody see where I put that grounding nut? Okay. Now I gotta go look for the grounding nut. I don't know what I did with it. Alright, that's gonna go like that right there. And there's the washer interlock actuator. Put this right over here. Okay, it's still good. All right, well, that ought to work. Now, what did I do with that nut again? Because I had it here. There it is. Okay. Now we just got to get this hooked up to the top. I'll see you up top. We can just see those eyeballs there. There they go. They're one right there. And just get her started if I can. Yeah, feels like I caught it. There we go. Don't go too tight on this because it's only plastic. You're either going to strip out the threads or snap it. And I'm going to say we definitely can go more. There we go. I think what it's doing is it's threading the plastic. Make sure I remove my little interlock sheet. And I still don't know what the hell was in there, if anything. That's just going to plug in like that. All right. When putting these back in, make sure I got this right. Make sure these two here will line up like this. If you put it in this way, you can see is that right? No, wait a minute. Yeah, this way won't work because you can't get these two to fall in here. You need these two loops to actually be able to fit right in there. First, what I do anyway is I hook under the back like so, and then I'll take a screwdriver and just kind of whack it down like that. Now that will hold the back to the cabinet. And a little wobbly right now, but can adjust the legs when we push it back. Be sure to plug that in before you put everything back together. I just had everything back together and then I forgot about that. So I had to undo it and plug it back in. It wasn't working. Duh. Oh, hey, you guys are still around? I'm just doing laundry now. Oh, I see. You want to see this thing actually run. Well, I think we can help you out there. Hold on a second. beer. Don't tell the wife about this. She doesn't know these are in there. What's that? Oh, you want to see it actually drain? All right, yeah, we can do that. Oh, there she goes. She's draining. And you can see a lot of the water has drained out. So if you're wondering, this machine was purchased actually sometime back in 2000. That makes the machine 23 years old. Bottom line, capacitor turned out to be $40, not $20. Interlock, $30. Can't believe that. Jeez, $30 for a simple switch. And the dog ears, those were like $4. All told, with tax, shipping, you name it, it came out to about $85 and about 2 hours of my time. So, like, subscribe, and share, because you're not going to want to miss next week's. I have some leaky shutoff valves.